Hi again. After I posted the last video about my anxiety, I got a little bit more realizations that I thought I want to share as well. And that is what causes anxiety. And I realized the things that I'm afraid about are things that I care about a little bit more. Sometimes they are things that are very trivial to others, but to me, I cared about them a lot. And I care about what people think about me. And I know that there's a lot of videos out there or people talking about why do you need to care about what people think about you, and you don't have to care about that. I get that and I understand that as well. But sometimes it also helps that you think about what people are thinking about you, because then you are a little bit sensitive of how you maneuver yourself in the environment that you're in. Like for example, having a good impression at work is really helpful for you to work up the ranks in the corporate environment. And it takes you to care about what other people are thinking about you. And if you have that awareness, you have that sensitivity, then it helps, right? Rather than you just doing whatever that you are thinking, I think it doesn't work. Now I'm talking about it. Sometimes it works because you're just being authentic, and at some point people do value you being authentic. But there are sometimes you got to be a little bit more tactical. I think if people are not really, at the end of the day, the point is to be, if your goal is to be successful, and if it takes for you to build an impression on someone, then you got to know how to be authentic. At the same time, when it comes to a time that you need to show a different part of yourself that you feel a little bit more fake about, but then you have to show that self to impress, then are you able to maneuver yourself to do it at the same time not losing yourself? I think that's what's the most important here. And so I see being sensitive and self-conscious might not necessarily be a bad thing every single time. Things only get bad when you don't have control of when you want to use it or not, and it fires whenever that it wants to. It fires more than you need it to. So for example, for me, if I care about what people think about me, that's when I think sometimes I care a bit too much, and I need to manage that. So I think it's all about being able to grasp these triggers that happens, know how it triggers, and you know how it feels, such that you can address it. And how I address it is I question it internally, right? So if I feel like right now I feel anxious that I'm not doing some work, I would question it and I will justify with it and I will reason with it internally, and I will ask it like, what was my intention for today? My intention for today was to rest. And if it's to rest, then why am I thinking about what others are thinking, and what work have I not done, and what not, right? And see, if this is the goal for today, then it's really necessarily for myself to respect that and to hold the integrity of that intention that I set. Or else, I think some of you may feel like that sometimes when you're resting, but after the day has gone, you don't feel you're rested because the mind is in another place, right? And that's really the problem of why sometimes I don't rest properly, is because I'm not able to fulfill and hold the intention that I have set for the day for myself to rest. I end up thinking a lot about other things that's not to do with rest. So I think this is something that everybody can practice more, which is, you set an intention for yourself for the day. If today is the rest day, then today is the rest day. If today is not the rest day and today is the day that you want to go out and perform and achieve certain things, then you set the day as that and you hold on to that throughout the day, and that becomes your, what I would say, like your North Star for the whole day. And your mission is then to align yourself every time that you are off. Yeah, and for me, it's a lot about then having this internal conversation, so I set myself back to what I intend to achieve for the day. Yeah. I thought I want to share a little bit of perspective. I end up sharing about intention, but initially I wanted to share about just about, caring a bit too much. Caring for things sometimes may go overboard. Sometimes it's not necessarily a bad thing as well. And we need to care about things to be able to make things happen. So it is something necessary. So yeah, I hope this gives you a little bit of different perspective wherever you are and whoever you may be. And yeah, that's all. Thank you.